if President Bola Ahmed Tinubu had actually overlooked everything, if he didn't float the naira, if he didn't remove subsidy, if he didn't, do all the things he had done, but had just concentrated on fixing the energy sector, he wouldn't be struggling for a second term. He wouldn't be struggling for it, because, you see, if you aggregate all the gains that they allude to, whatever bold, according to them, to use their word, bold, reforms that the president had embarked upon, if you want to aggregate the so-called gains, as they put it on paper, and then juxtapose it with the everyday life experience of the ordinary Nigerian, you don't see any progress. Rather, what you see is a depreciation. And you're talking about, very widening depreciation. And so you begin to ask yourself, where are the gains? Any gain that is on paper and does not translate to impacting the lives of Nigerians is no gain. You said you're going to pull Nigerians out of poverty. You ended up, pushing Nigerians from poverty into abject poverty. Below the poverty line. So, for me, this talk about electricity perhaps is because some of us who are not as forgetful as the establishment thinks, because Nigerians are quite forgetful. That's why INEC could be talking about revalidation. Now, if Nigerians are not forgetful, you can't even broach the idea at this point in time. Those of us who are not too forgetful, in the recent times, you would see that we have tried to keep to the 2027 on issues. And we brought out this issue of electricity availability promised by the president. Even when we started with the newspaper reports, and they said it was AI. And so we threw up the video where he made the promise.
Yes.
And they couldn't talk about AI anymore. So perhaps it is that, awakening that the president had tied his second term to his performance, in revalidating our energy sector. And he was explicit in his word. He said, if I fail to fix electricity, don't vote for me in 2027.
It was clear.
It's clear, explicit. So perhaps it is because the opposition has now brought that issue up. And he confirmed it just recently when he went to Jos. Now they are trying to, bring back the saying, the more you look, the less you see approach. And, they know Nigerians. Nigerians will just get excited. But this time, it would appear that Nigerians are not smiling because hunger, is a big weapon. So when you tell them all the rhetorics and they are not seeing it, by ways or by means of improvement in their daily life, it is difficult to believe it, because as people will say in street language, first food no be food. Now second food and be proper food. So that is the way it is.
That is the way it is.